So today we have yet another video about you have this crazy crime spree. This man actually went and killed his landlord. I'm like, okay, is this some kind of crime and punishment thing going on? What's happening? We're going to get into this, but before we do so, do not forget to leave a comment down below. Also like, subscribe, and hit the thanks. Now, let's get into it. Man killed his landlord, invaded 2 apartments during Monday night crime spree in back of the yards. Prosecutors say a Chicago man committed 2 home invasions and stabbed his landlord to death during a manic crime spree in back of the yards. Rolando Morales, 32 years old, was ordered detained as a safety threat by Judge Barbara Dawkins. Okay, the same judge from a different case. The chain of events began with Morales knocking on his landlord's door in the 1700 block of West 45th Street, asking for help with a broken window. Okay. Morales eventually forced his way into another apartment in the building and pushed the woman who lives there. That's what officials say. Upon hearing the woman's screams, the landlord, 61-year-old Lorenzo Laval, stepped outside to see what was going on. Morales confronted Laval and stabbed him in the chest with a kitchen knife. He died about an hour later at Holy Cross Hospital. Meanwhile, and you just went and stabbed him. What's the motive? No, they're charging too much. The slumlord, they were just there and you just wanted to kill somebody. We don't know. Meanwhile, Morales, who had blood on his hands and clothing, fled to a nearby apartment building and crawled through a woman's kitchen window, according to a Chicago police report. He pushed the 33-year-old woman and went to her bedroom. Witnesses directed police to the woman's bedroom and officers arrested them there. The cops wrote in their report that Morales, quote unquote, appeared to be under the influence of a controlled substance and, quote unquote, was acting erratic and not responding to verbal direction. He was charged with first-degree murder and 2 counts of home invasion with bodily injury. Now, that's something I'm curious about as well with that, because they're saying that he's under the influence. This could be anything. It could be methamphetamines, MDMA, it could be crack, it could be cocaine, it could be any of this stuff, that K2, that synthetic marijuana that, from my understanding, okay. So it could be any of those things. But for now, from what I was reading, they don't have a clear motive. It's just, he just went in, offed his landlord, broke into his landlord's place or whatever, then offed the landlord and then broke into someone else's home. It's like, okay, there's no other reasoning. I don't know. I would assume maybe it's something on the lines of, they say he was under the influence, so whatever you were under, we don't know yet. Could just be, let's say, and it'll be interesting that I would like to know whether or not it was one of those things where it's like, man, I couldn't pay my rent. So, I had to do what I had to do. I am curious if that's going to be one of the reasons, quote unquote, that somebody like this will have. But this just it opens up a conversation for just the lack of humanity that we have. I know you may be like, okay, yeah, he killed someone, of course. But seriously, though, it's like anything happens, it's 0 to 100 real quick. You know what I mean? So, for example, you could have someone where, let's say at a green light and you're driving, the person doesn't go, you give them a courtesy honk and they'll want to get out of their car, beat you up or shoot you. And it's like, whoa, hold up. They may be like, okay, Alex, come on. Who's sitting at a green light in Texas? They do that. Okay. I've had to be that person that give them a courtesy honk, like, can you move? What are we doing? Okay. Because they'll just sit there. They'll be on their phone. They'll be like, yeah, and the light's green. I'm like, okay, are we just I mean, what are we doing? We just shooting the ish? I mean, what's happening? Can we go? I know you don't like your house, but I do. Okay. But anyways, so it's stuff like that, I really look at and I'm like, it's just with everything. Remember, it used to be those stories that you'll hear someone stepped on someone's Jordans, some new edition, whatever Jordans that, ain't worth ish now. And then they'll just get up and shoot the person, or, oh, I got to beat you up because you did. And it's like, y'all, what happened to, like Black Eyed Peas? Where's the love? You know what I mean? Why is this the option? Why is it that this is what you got to do? You know what I mean? That you immediately thought, okay, I got to kill you. Like, what? Why? Why? I don't care if you're under the influence or not. What the heck are you doing that for? You know what I mean? But let me know what you all think about this story down below.